In this episode, we will be discussing California tenant right to have waterbed. The California Civil Code, Chapter 2, Section 1940.5 states that a landlord shall not refuse to rent a dwelling unit in a structure which received its valid certificate of occupancy after January 1st, 1973, to a tenant solely on the basis of that tenant's possession of a waterbed or other bedding with liquid filling material where all of the following requirements and conditions are met. Insurance required. A tenant furnishes to the owner prior to installation a valid waterbed insurance policy or certificate of insurance for property damage. The policy shall be issued by a California insurance company and possessing a best insurance report rating of B or higher. The insurance policy shall be maintained in full force and in effect until the bedding is permanently removed from the premises. The policy shall be written for no less than $100,000 of coverage, and the policy shall cover, up to the limits of the policy, replacement value of all property damage, including loss of use, incurred by the landlord or other, caused by or arising out of the ownership, maintenance, use, or removal of the waterbed, except for any damage caused intentionally or at the direction of the insured, or for any damage resulting from fire. The owner may require the tenant to produce evidence of insurance at any time. Weight limitation. The bedding shall conform to the pounds per square foot weight limitation and placement as dictated by the floor load capacity of the residential structure. The weight shall be distributed on a pedestal or frame, which is substantially the dimensions of the mattress itself. Installation. The tenant shall install, maintain, and remove the bedding, including but not limited to the mattress and frame, according to standard methods of installation, maintenance, and removal as prescribed by the manufacturer, retailer, or state law, whichever provides the higher degree of safety. The tenant shall notify the landlord or the landlord's agent in writing 24 hours prior to the installation, removal, or movement of the waterbed. The landlord or the landlord's agent may be present at the time of installation, removal, or movement. If the bedding is installed or moved by any person other than the tenant shall deliver to the landlord or the landlord's agent a written installation receipt stating the installer's name, address, and business affiliation where appropriate. Inspection. Subject to the notice requirements of our video titled California Landlord Right to Enter Rental Property, the landlord or the landlord's agent shall have the right to inspect the bedding installation upon completion and periodically thereafter to ensure its conformity with this section. If installation or maintenance is not in conformity with this section, the owner may serve the tenant with a written notice of breach of the rental agreement. The landlord may give the tenant 3 days either to bring the installation into conformity with those standards or to remove the bedding, unless there is an immediate danger to the structure, in which case there shall be immediate corrective action. If the bedding is corrected by any person other than the tenant shall deliver to the landlord a written installation receipt stating the installer's name and business affiliation where appropriate. Security deposit increase. A landlord or landlord's agent is entitled to increase the security deposit on the dwelling unit in an amount equal to 1/2 of 1 month's rent. The landlord or landlord's agent may also charge a tenant, lessee, or sublessee a reasonable fee to cover administration costs. For additional laws and articles, visit AmericanLandlord.com.